His arms up raised in a sign of victory. This is Mina Kim. Very small young lady, but boy, she's a powerhouse on this uneven parallel bars.
And wait till you see how effortlessly she works her way through this routine. She will be doing the same release move, in fact, as Mariana Webster.
By the way, Webster's marks on uneven bars, 9.675. Good score for the Dynamo A team.
A solid score for Mariana. Again, she finished 5th at the Junior National Championships, a name you'll want to remember. It's interesting to note how she has to make the transition to high bar because it's so far away from her. And she just swings along, doing pirouette combinations. And here comes her release move, a Tkachev, the other direction that Mariana did it. She's swinging very nicely. And there, she has to reach to get to the high bar.
Little hip hop.
Wait till you see her dismount. It's a double layout in a completely stretched position to a perfect landing. What a beautiful dismount and a terrific routine for little Mina Kim.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was gorgeous routine, Mina. Everything to handstand. Good job.
What are the chances Mina will be a medalist at the Olympics?
Well,
could she make that U.S. team?
She could make that U.S. team, but let's take another look at this dismount. We don't want to miss it. It's a double layout. Her body is completely straight in the air, and she nails the landing. I really can't see any improvement on that skill. I mean, it was just beautiful. But the interesting thing about Mina is that she's 13 years old. You must be 15 during the Olympic year. She's about 2 weeks shy. And
so she'll be denied the chance to compete because of her age.
Well, that's a possibility, but Steve Nuno is working on that.
Now we move our attention over to the balance beam. Kristi Lichey has just mounted the beam. She's on the Cincinnati squad, who is leading after one rotation.
Kristi is just 15 years old. She finished 19th at the U.S. Championships. She's on the senior national team. And her flight series, 3 layouts in a row. Great job. Nice and solid. She had a great season in '94. One of Mary Lee Tracy's and Steve Elliott's senior national team members. They've done an amazing job with the Cincinnati Gymnastics Academy.
The marks for Mina Kim just came in on the bars, 9.775. Great score.
And it's a switch side leap. Those things are so much more difficult than they look. Those are the skills that you really have to maintain your focus and concentration. That's called a polka. Very, very difficult. A straddle jump with a full turn. It's so hard to keep your body straight up and not have the temptation of leaning forward and taking you off the beam. A round-off layout with her feet together. She had a problem there because her hips got out of line and so went her body. Getting ready for her dismount here. A round-off double back. A little step in the landing, but a nice job. She had a lot of height on that dismount.
Kristi placed 12th in the all-around competition at the U.S. Olympic Festival in 1994, that event in St. Louis.
Kristi's older sister, Karen, was on the senior national team last year, and she is on the Cincinnati club with her sister.
I think their mother is a gymnast, too.
I believe she teaches classes at the gym. We're going to take a look at her round-off layout. This is the only break she had in the exercise. See, she gets nice height. Her feet are together. She lands, and her hips go off to the side. Her shoulder was out of a line, and so then she had to kind of get a little check going there and pull herself up.
So Kristi's waiting for the score on the balance beam. The final performer for the Cincinnati squad will be Jaycie Phelps, who represented the U.S. on the national squad at the World Team Championships in Germany in November of '94, 6th in the all-around at the recent U.S. Championships, and 5th in 3 individual events.
Jaycie is an up-and-comer. She's a legitimate contender for the '96 Olympic team. I really like Jaycee's poise for such a young athlete. She's just 15 years old, as you mentioned, the youngest member on the U.S. World Championship team, and she was like ice there. Totally composed, very consistent, very impressive. She does a front on, and that's very rare.
Wow.
That's really going to hurt her chances because she really had a good shot at the all-around tonight. Like I said, she's doing some new skills. This is one that she's done before. It's 3 layouts in a row. 1, 2, 3. And she came back really well from that fall. That's very tough to do. It's a big psych out, obviously, when you fall off on your mount. It's a true testament to Jaycee's toughness.
The score came in for Kristi Lichey in the beam at a 9.45.
Jaycie is referred to as the frog on this event because of her special poses. Again, she has nice lines and nice expression through her dance, which again is very unique for a young 15-year-old.
I see the poise, I see the class, I don't see the frog.
Watch this combination. Front tuck, back handspring, layout, feet together. Again, the judges are looking for the consecutive connection there. Jump pass, and she seems to be moving well. Big disappointment that she fell off on her mount, though.
That'll hurt not only her team's chances, but of course her own chances for an all-around contest against Shannon Miller.
As far as the team competition goes, they definitely count on including her score. And this is her dismount, back handspring, double back, a little low, but a nice job.
Let's take a look at that mount one more time.
It looks to me that she's a little off to the side. She seems to miss her front foot, and she just simply falls off. And see, her feet sort of slipped off to the side. Again, this is a totally blind move. You don't know where you are in the air until your feet hit the ground. And this is her layout combination. She does 3 layouts in a row. Most people can't fit that much on one 15-foot beam, but Jaycie seems to be okay. Getting some words of encouragement from head coach Mary Lee Tracy.
Now let's go over to the uneven bars where Shannon Miller is getting ready to close out the rotation for her team, the Dynamo A squad.
This is a totally new routine for Shannon Miller, using some old skills but combining them differently. Here's her first release combination, a hop full, totally releases her hands into an immediate ginger or a backflip with a half twist. Shannon is so beautiful on this event. Her legs are always together. Her toes are always pointed. There's her third release move. We're going to see one more right there. Didn't go to the handstand, which is unusual for Shannon. I think she might be a little tired. Getting ready for her dismount. She's going to try to do a full out, but she seemed to put her twist on the first somersault and took a few steps in the landing. Seemed a little tired there.
Oh, Nuno doesn't seem to be too disappointed, though Shannon seems a little bit frustrated.
She's definitely a perfectionist. There's her pirouette combination. Here comes a Tkachev or a reverse hecht. She lets go of the bar, regrasps it again, and then she's going to straddle back and catch the low bar. Now, normally she'd like to land that directly in the handstand. She was a little short of the handstand. And again, her dismount, she wants to do the twist on the second somersault, but she kind of mingled it all together. So it's not worth an E, it's probably worth a D in this case. See, she starts to twist right there and takes a few steps back on the landing.
So Shannon Miller takes a stumble. The score for Jaycie Phelps on the beam was 9.20. We'll bring you Miller's marks when we return for more of the Kodak Invitational.